Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today for Vlogmas I have a recipe for you. I've got Keto Truffles, beautiful chocolate rich truffles that are keto, low carb friendly, and I'm just going to get straight into making them. So let me talk you through the ingredients. We've got organic stevia, you can use your sweetener of choice. We've got cream, we've got 90% chocolate, you can use as dark as you can cope with. I'm going to use this 90% and then sweeten it up with my stevia over there, so it's the easiest way to have super low carb chocolatey dessert. And remember, you're not going to eat this whole block, you're going to be having little teeny balls of chocolate deliciousness. And butter, I've opted to use salted butter. Now it's up to you, you could use unsalted butter. Most recipes usually call for unsalted butter. I just love, it's almost like a salted caramel, but not caramel, salted chocolate flavor from using the salted Kerrygold. It's like a cultured, just divine sweet. So again, it's up to you, unsalted or salted. So these are the ingredients, that's pretty much it, and we're going to make the most divine truffles. The first thing that we're going to do is take our cream and we are going to bring it up to a simmer. So you're going to pop it in a pot and just get it just a simmering point. Now just so you know, also the recipe will be down below. You can click the link, go to my blog, get the whole recipe, print it out, cook it and enjoy it. And if you are new to my channel, I follow the low carb keto diet and I share new recipes usually 3 times a week and new videos 3 times a week, but I'm taking part in Vlogmas, so you can expect a video from me every day in December. And today I have this truffles recipe for you, which we are going to get on and make now. Right, so I've got my saucepan there and I'm pouring half a cup of cream into the saucepan. I'm giving a good stir to get it nice and liquid. There we go. So we've got half a cup of cream, which will take about 10 seconds to bring up to a boil. So I'm going to pop that on the heat and just literally the second it simmers, take it off. We need to get this to simmering point so it melts our chocolate. So we're going to pop that on and I will show it to you the second it's done simmering. Now you have to work quite quickly, so it's just got to the simmering point, and we are going to pop the whole block of chocolate in here. The whole block of chocolate goes straight in, and we're going to, as soon as it's all in there, give it a good stir, and we're going to add butter. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. Only a tablespoon. It kind of adds more rich fat, as if it's not beautiful and richly fat enough already. It's going to add a bit more fat and the flavour of the salted butter. So good. And then sweetener, it is up to you which sweetener and how much you use. My preference is the stevia. I'll start with a tablespoon and then you just got to do it. Start with, pop a tablespoon in, do a little taste and see how it, that's quite a heaped tablespoon of butter, but we have to move quickly to get it all in there. I'm gonna add quite a heaped tablespoon. I've added a heaped tablespoon of butter to move quickly, and I'm going to add a tablespoon now as well of sweetener. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a good stir, get all that melt. You can see the chocolate is melting just from the heat of that cream, and the butter is melting, and I can smell it, and it's so good, it's so rich. Look at that. That's basically like a ganache. You've made chocolate ganache here. Oh, so good. Okay, so I've added 1 tablespoon of the sweetener, and I'm going to have a little teeny sneaky taste of it and see if it needs more sweetener. I've made this with 85% and used 1 tablespoon, and now with 90%, it's probably going to be more towards the 2 tablespoons mark of sweetener. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the butter melting. This would also make a delicious just warm chocolate dessert over some strawberries, or just have it by the bowlful. Okay, right, we have to taste it now. And this is going to end up in the fridge, but before that, okay, just a teeny bit, alright? You watching, just a tiny bit. Oh, so good. So good. It's so dark and it's so rich, and you can't believe this is keto. But as you use the whole block of chocolate, do not go and eat the whole pot. If you think you're going to eat the whole pot, just don't make it. But I have been making these, getting the recipe just right for you over the last couple of weeks, and I can actually limit myself to a ball a day. It's just so rich, and just slowly sit there and close my eyes and just have teeny bite full after teeny bite full, and it's just, oh, amazing. Okay, so that is pretty much good enough for me. I'm quite happy with the sweetness of it, but as I said, add more sweetness to taste. Have teeny little tastes until it's just sweet enough to your liking. And now we are going to pop it into the fridge until it is cool enough and thick enough to roll into balls. So that's going to take, well, you can pop it in the freezer if you want to speed up the process, but in the fridge that could take about 1 to 2 hours. Give it a little try, take a little bit and try and roll it, and if it kind of falls to mush in your hands and you get a hand covered in chocolate, well, it needs longer in the fridge until it's ready. So I will show you once it is ready and set, and we're going to roll it into our truffle balls. The truffle mixture has been in the fridge for an hour or 2 hours, and you can see this is rock solid. And we're going to take a teaspoon per truffle. How easy is that? Look at that. And let's move that aside. Grab a pretty pink plate, and you're just going to shape it into a ball. You'll find this is easiest done if your hands are a teeny bit wet, but just shape it into a ball. There we go. How easy is that? And just go through and do a teaspoon per truffle. I've got my little teaspoon measure. Also a bit of a nice heaped teaspoon. Oh, and I'm mixing everything all over the place. And just form a nice ball per truffle. You could dip these in coconut. It's a bit of a funny shape. You could dip these in coconut or in a bit of melted chocolate or some cocoa. It is up to you, but oh, getting it stuck in there. It's up to you, but just do it however you like to and just roll them. You see, you kind of need to work quickly because you can see it starts melting in your hands. You can wear gloves if you want to, but keeping your hands wet and just keep rolling. I'm going to get on and roll them, and I'll show you once they're all done. There you go. Look at that plate full of truffles. It might not look the most amazing, and some are kind of a little bit odd, misshapen, but I've got 16 truffles out of my batch. And they're going to go back in the fridge to harden. As I said, you can dip them in a little bit of, you could dip them in a bit of sweetener if you want, or dust them with a little bit of cocoa powder, or dip them in chocolate. But I'm going to keep my naked just like this. That's good for us. They're going to go in the fridge, and they kind of last. I've had them over about a week, and they seem to still be fine in the fridge. They harden more once they've been in the fridge. You can see from being in my hands, they've got a little bit soft on the sides there. Oh, they look so good. So I'm going to put them in the fridge just a couple of hours more just to harden up. And that's it. That's done. That is how to make the most amazing low-carb, keto-friendly chocolate truffles. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe. I share all kinds of low carb, keto, inspiration, lifestyle goodies, so make sure you subscribe and join the Yummy Inspirations community. We'd love to have you part of the family. There's a bird tweeting in the background. They all want my keto truffles. So let me know, have you made truffles like this before? What is your favorite flavor inclusion? Give us some inspiration, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.